in Arabic, it's called mawsuf. Okay, and sifa. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, so previously we learned the rule of possessed and possessor, which I'll highlight in due course. This next rule is called mawsuf and sifa, meaning the adjective, okay, and then it's sorry, not adjective, excuse me, noun. Oh, that's not clicky. Let's just clear that again. Apologies for that. Let me just write this again. So mawsuf, sifa, and then you have the noun and its adjective. Okay, so that's basically what it's called in English, the noun and its adjective, mawsuf, sifa. Now they have to be equal in 4 factors, 4 points, then you will find equality in both words. So I'm going to go through that very quickly, and then we'll go through examples in the book, inshallah. Okay. Number 1. So I'm not going to use the terms. I'm just going to put it in simple words so it's understandable. They will either be with alif, lam, or tanween. Okay, that's point number 1. So they will either be alif, lam, or tanween. Okay. Point number 2. So next one is they will be either masculine or feminine. Okay, point number 2. They will either be masculine or feminine. Point number 3. They will be either singular or plural. Okay, so they will be either singular or plural. Okay, and the other one is or they will, you'll have to excuse my spellings here. Okay, they will have the same diacritical marks, or otherwise known as in easy words, symbols. Okay, or no, actually no, let me, known as harakat. Okay, so I just want to go through that. Okay, so Feel free to make notes, inshallah. So the new rule that we're learning is mawsuf and sifa, a noun and its adjective. They both have to be equal, or they have to have equality in 4 factors. Number 1, either they will both be or have alif lam or tanween. Okay? For example, baytun kabirun. Baytun kabirun. So they're both tanween, double rafa. Or they can be alif lam, which is al baytul kabiru. Al baytul kabiru. Okay, so they're both either alif lam or tanween. Number 2, they will be either masculine or feminine. So this one, if it's masculine, its quality or its adjective will be masculine. If this is feminine, that will have to be feminine. Okay. Point number 3, either singular or plural. So that does include dual as well, but generally they refer to it as singular or plural. So if this is singular, likewise. If this is dual, likewise. If this is plural, then likewise. In the Madinah course, they'll speak more about singulars and plurals initially and introduce dual forms at a later stage. Point number 4, they will have the same diacritical marks or harakat, meaning if this has got a rafa or double rafa, so will this. If this has got a single jar, kasra, or double, then this will reflect it exactly. If this has got a nasab, meaning a fatha, single or double, the adjective will reflect it. Okay, so that is the rules of mawsuf and sifa. Are there any questions initially before we moved on back to the text? Any questions at all regarding that? Okay, right. I'm going to move back to the text now. Okay, so we were talking about mawsuf and sifa, and I'll mention it again. They are the same in 4 factors. Number 1, they both have either alif lam or tanween. Okay. Number 2, they will either be masculine or feminine. Number 3, they will either be singular or plural. Okay. And number 4, they will have the same harakat or diacritical marks. And I'll go through that in due course. Okay. So I'm going to read the first few sentences just to give you guys an idea. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, lesson number 9, Ad-Darsu Tasi'u. Man hadha rajulu? Who is this man? So we emphasized last lesson that if you said hadha rajulun, if you said hadha rajulun, because rajulun is an unspecified word, yes, because it's got double rafa, that would be a complete sentence. That would translate as this is a man. But if you said hadha rajulu, it would give the translation of this man. So if any word like hadha joins onto a non-specified word, it will give the translation of a complete sentence. But if it joins onto a word with alif lam, it will give an incomplete translation. Hence you have man. So man hadha rajulu. Who is this man? Right. Huwa Abbasun. He is Abbas. He, as in huwa, is a male pronoun referring back to the rajul, because that's masculine. So rajul is masculine, so it's referring back to a rajul. Abbas is now the subject, because who is the rajul? Abbas. Okay. Now we're coming to the mawsuf sifa. We're coming to the rule of a noun and its adjective. Okay, so Abbasun tajirun. Right. So let's measure it on the 4 factors that I was talking about. Point number 1. Okay. And I'll ask this question. I want you to answer, inshallah. So The first factor was that they both would either have a tanween or alif lam. So which is it?
Tanween.
Tanween, exactly. So you can see Abbas and Tajir both have tanween. Okay, so Abbasun Tajirun. First point we've covered. Point number 2. They will either be masculine or feminine. Which of those two is it?
Masculine.
Masculine. Okay. So Abbas is masculine, Tajirun is masculine. So that's point 2 covered. Point 3, singular or plural? Are these singular or plural?
Single.
Single. Fantastic. Abbasun Tajirun. Single. Okay. Now the fourth one, which was that they have the same harakat or diacritical marks. If I can have someone else give me the answer, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Astaghfirullah. Do they have the same harakat or diacritical marks? I'm going to start calling out, inshallah.
Sorry, what is diacritical?
Harakat. Do they have the same harakat? The same symbols?
Symbol means, oh yeah. Tanween at the end.
Yeah, tanween is the first point, meaning it's either alif lam or tanween. The fourth point is they have the same harakat, meaning they either have rafa or nasab or jar, fatha, kasra or dhamma. If one has it, the other has to have it. So do both words have the same harakat?
No.
Are you sure?
Now we will see the last word to decide it, or no? Like what?
Well, you look at the first
And-
word. So we have Abbasun Tajirun. So both have a double rafa. So are they the same harakat?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Now it's
Yeah.
same haraka. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So I'm going to stop here and go back to the board. So again, let's review these points. So we looked at Rajulun, Abbasun Tajirun. So they both had a tanween. Okay. Abbasun Tajirun. They were both singular. Okay. Abbasun Tajirun. They were both masculine, which is what we discussed. Abbasun Tajirun. They both have double rafa. They had the same harakat. Okay. There we go. Right, we'll do the next one. Inshallah. I'll take this nice and slowly. If anyone doesn't understand, please feel free to ask questions. Okay. Right. We're coming to the next one. So, Abbasun Tajirun Ghaniyun. So, Abbas is what's Ghaniyun? Anyone?
Generous.
Getting close, getting close.
Kind.
You know.
Yeah, we're getting close, brother. Sorry, what did you say, brother Bilal?
It's, I think, kind. Sakhi. In Urdu we say sakhi, but it's in English we say
Yes.
kind. Yeah.
Both of you are on the right lines.
Yeah.
But to be sakhi, to be generous, you have to be in a certain position. What is that position?
Rich.
Rich, exactly. Our sister's coming rich. So ghani means rich. Okay, ghani also has another meaning as well. So Abbasun Tajirun Ghaniyun. Now Abbas, the main subject is the noun Abbas. Okay, we've got one adjective and we've got two. So a noun can have more adjectives. Is not restricted to one. Okay, but let's look. We've already looked at Abbasun Tajirun over here on the 4 points. Now I want to look at Abbasun Ghaniyun. Okay, so Abbasun Ghaniyun. So let's look at the first point. The first point was it either has alif lam or tanween. So, brother Zen, which of it is it? Abbasun Ghaniyun. Which do they have? Tanween or alif lam?
Tanween.
Tanween, good. Point number 1 covered. Point number 2, they are either masculine or feminine. Which of it is it?
Masculine.
It's masculine because there is no ta
Good.
marbuta.
Good. So Abbasun, Ghaniyun, they are masculine, they're not feminine. Point number 3. They are either singular or plural. Which of those two is it?
Singular.
Good. Singular. Abbasun, Ghaniyun. Abbas is singular. And 4th point, they have to be the same harakat, the same symbols. Is that the case with the Abbasun, Ghaniyun?
Yes, because it's a sound and sound. So Abbasun Ghaniyun.
Yeah, so they both have double rafa, double dhamma.
Is it just the ending you look, or is it the
Yes,
just the
that's what
ending?
we're referring to. When we say harakat, we're looking at the ending of a word.
Mm.
In conclusion, the language of Arabic is split into 2 main subjects. You have nouns and verbs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you want to further your Islamic studies, click on the link below in the description. I'll see you on the other side. I think it's morphology and etymology. So nouns and verbs. With nouns, which is what we're doing a majority of the time at the moment, it's all about the ending of a word, because the ending of the word will dictate what classification it has in the Arabic language. Okay, so now let's go back to that board again. So we said first we discussed Abbasun Tajirun. Now we discuss Abbasun Ghaniyun. So Abbas was the noun and Ghaniyun was the adjective. So we discussed that both of them were tanween. Okay, so we take that. We also agreed that both were masculine. We also agreed that both were singular. And we also agreed that they had the same harakat, the same diacritical marks or the same symbols. Okay, so that is the rule of Mawsuf and Sifa. We'll do a couple more, inshallah. Okay. Right. Hamidun Mudarrisun. Right, I'm going to pick out a name. Brother Bilal, let's go for you first. Hamidun Mudarrisun. Right.
Yeah.
So Hamid is adjective or a noun?
Hamid is obviously noun.
Yes. Mudarrisun is
It's profession.
adjective.
Adjectives.
Yeah, because we're discussing the rule of Mawsuf Sifa. Those of us who are familiar with the Urdu language will be familiar with Mawsuf and Sifa. Mawsuf, who's been described, Sifa, the quality or the adjective which is describing the Mawsuf, the noun. Technically, adjective is a noun as well, but I don't want to refer to it as that here, otherwise we'll be confused. So this is the noun, that's the adjective. Now let's go according to those 4 points. So point number 1. Are both of them with alif lam or tanween?
No, with tanween.
With tanween. Point number 1 then. Point number 2, we are looking at, are they masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Good, because Hamidun is masculine, so Mudarrisun is masculine.
Yes.
Point number 3, we need to consider, are they singular or plural?
Singular.
Good, because Hamid singular, Mudarrisun is singular.
Yes.
Point number 4, do they have the same harakat?
Yes.
Same symbols.
Tanween at the end. Yes.
So that's it. So we've ticked those 4 points. That means this sentence structure is Mawsuf Sifa, noun and its adjective. Okay, right, brother Zain, let's do you next. So we have Hamidun Mudarrisun Jadidun. So we're going to miss out Mudarrisun for now, and I'm just going to do Hamidun and Jadidun because we've done Hamidun Mudarrisun here. So Hamidun Jadidun, noun and adjective. So point number 1, are they either with tanween or alif lam?
Tanween.
Tanween, good. Point number 1 coming. Are they masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Good, fantastic. Point number 3, is it singular or plural?
Singular.
Good. Point number 4, do they have the same harakat or symbols?
Yes, tanween at the end.
There we go. So that is your explanation of mawsuf sifa, noun and its adjective. Okay, right. So, Sister Folia, would you like to start us off with the first two sentences?
ما هذا? What is this? هذا تفاح. This is an apple.
Good. This is an apple. Okay, Sister Kashmira, do you want to do the next one?
التفاح فاكهة لذيذة.
Yeah.
The apple is tasty. فاكهة
What is an apple?
fruit.
Yes, fakiha meaning fruit. And the other thing, just to indicate that when you're translating a noun and its adjective, you always start with the adjective, then the noun. Okay. So this would translate as?
The apple. The apple is a tasty fruit.
Good, fantastic. Right. Now, Sister Kashmira, while you're there, fakihatun ladhidatun, is this a noun and its adjective? Is this mawsuf and sifa, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying no. Now let's measure it on the 4 points we discussed. So fakihatun ladhidatun. Point number 1. Do either of these two words have tanween or alif lam?
No alif lam.
Okay, so does it have tanween then?
Yeah.
Okay, so it has double rafa, yeah? Double rafa here, double rafa there. So we agree on point number 1. Point number 2, are either of these two words masculine or feminine?
There's no gender.
You sure? Are either of these two words masculine or feminine? Just a second. Our Sister Kashmira's got it there. It's coming any minute. I'm giving you indications, Sister Kashmira.
Feminine.
Good.
Yeah.
Feminine. Good. So this is what's really important. I want you to think. Elaborate on your thinking. Okay. Both feminine. They're not masculine. Point number 2. Point number 3. Are they singular or plural? What are they? Singular or plural?
Singular.
Good. Singular. So fakiha and ladida are both singular. Do they both have the same harakat, the same symbols?
Yes.
Fantastic. So we have covered the 4 points. Therefore, fakihatun ladhidatun is mawsuf and sifa. It is a noun and it's adjective. Okay.
Sorry, brother, can I ask a question here?
Go ahead.
At-tufahu. So how do we decide that which? I guess an apple is a noun as well, isn't it? It's a name of.
It is a noun, yes. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how did we decide that which mawsuf and sifa are we picking? Like, because a fruit is a noun and an apple is a noun.
Good question. Good question. So at-tufah, so in an Arabic sentence, there's 2 parts to a sentence. One is called the beginning, and one is called, you can say, so you have a mubtada and a khabar. Mubtada meaning the beginning of the sentence, and you have a khabar, which is the news, which is the actual, you can call, how would I say it? News. The second part of the sentence, just to make it nice and easy. In Arabic, general Arab sentence structure has 2 major parts. One is mubtada, one is khabar. Okay, you have the beginning and the end. So tufah would be considered the beginning of the sentence. So the apple is what? Then the second part of the sentence, you have the noun and its adjective, which make the khabar, which make the second part of the sentence for at-tufah.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense, because if we were to say in English, we would say an apple is a delicious fruit. So
yeah,
automatically, in English, we use the adjective before in that way. So delicious fruit. We want the
Absolutely.
fruit delicious. So yeah, so that becomes the noun, fruit becomes the noun, and delicious the adjective. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but then the other thing is you got to see is at-tufah and any of these match up to those 4 conditions?
At-tufah, no, they don't, because it doesn't
Exactly.
sound.
So that's also the other sign. So first look at the signs, the rule. If they match up, fine. If they don't match up, then they're not noun and it's adjective. Okay, Sister Suada, Bismillah. Are you ready for us? Ready to have a go, inshallah? Sister Suada, you ready? Can you hear us? Oh, I don't think we can hear you. Okay, no worries, inshallah. We'll go over to Sister Syra. Can you hear us?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, sister. How are you? You okay?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, if you could do the next 2 sentences for us, please. This one and this one. Bismillah.
Where am I?
Over here, Bismillah.
ما ذلك. That one.
Yes.
ما ذلك. What is that? ذلك عصفور. This is a sparrow.
Yes. So sparrow, yeah, usfur, sparrow. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Sister.
And the next question, العصفور طائر صغير. The sparrow, العصفور, no, you just said, and like here we always start with adjective and then noun.
Yes, so the sparrow is
Small bird.
small bird, fantastic. Okay. So طائر صغير. Is that a noun and it's adjective?
Yes.
Okay, so let's measure up to the 4 points. Are they both either with tanween or alif lam?
Both are with tanween.
Okay. Point number 2, are they either masculine or feminine?
They are masculine.
Fantastic. طائر and صغير, both masculine. Are they plural or are they singular or plural?
Singular.
Good. And do they have the same harakat, same
Yes, they
symbol?
both have tanween at the end.
Fantastic. So now we have worked out that طائر صغير is mawsuf sifa. Okay, and the next one, inshallah.
I have to do that one as well?
Bismillah.
Okay. Al-Arabiyatu, no, Al-Arabiyatu lughatun sahlatun.
Good.
Okay, adjective first. Okay, Arabic is a easy. Arabic is a easy language.
Good. Easy language. Fantastic. Right. So, or we could have translated this also as the Arabic language. So,
Alif Lam is there, yeah.
Yeah, so
Al.
al always give the translation as the. Okay, lughatun sahlatun. Is that a noun and its adjective?
Yes.
Okay, let's measure up to the 4 points. Do they both have either alif lam or tanween?
They have tanween.
Good. Are they masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Good. Point number 3, are they singular or plural?
They're singular.
Yeah. Ideally, we haven't actually gone into singular and plurals yet, but we will come across that at a later stage. Point number excuse me. Point number 4, do they have the same harakat, same symbols?
Yeah, they have like they both have tanween.
Okay, no problem. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, Sister Suada. No problem with that. That's fine. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you want to further your Arabic studies, click in the link below in the description. I'll see you on the other side.